Hi guys, Brandy here. I did a reading earlier on Evelyn. I did draw a few more cards on Evelyn, Evelyn. Evelyn is the baby that's missing. I did a drawing on two on her father. I think he's injured her in the past. The reason I got that, I did a reading on him to see if he did anything, and I'm not getting the vibe or drawing cards that he did anything to her. I do feel that she was injured in his care before. There's some guilt over that. The Magician and the Justice reversed is the cards I drew. And so I feel like she didn't get justice for whatever it was, but she was harmed in his care. He might have been throwing her around. She was probably around 9 months old. He was throwing her around possibly and harmed her, or it could have been he jerked her up, or I really don't know what happened, but I feel like she was injured in his care. I don't feel like he's been a major part of her life. Maybe 4 to 6 times. The real father of Evelyn. So yeah. So I don't think he's maybe seen her maybe 4 to 6 times in her entire life. This is just what I'm going by, okay? This is what I'm feeling and sensing, and I also did my cards. So I don't feel like he's been a major part of her life. Now, I don't think little Miss Evelyn, and I want to say little Miss Evelyn, she's so pretty. I don't think she's living. I don't think she's on earth with us right now, okay? Her soul. But I do feel she was just a sweet child. I could see her laughing, big old dimples, and just very happy and just very pretty. It just breaks my heart. I could just see these big old dimples and these chunky cheeks that you could just squeeze on. She's just so pretty. Loving child, and it breaks my heart. It really breaks my heart for her. So what I gather and what I feel is that, I did a pendulum reading to see if she was still alive, and I get no from that. No, she's not. Still alive. No, absolutely not. I did the tarot, and, I drew the temperance. I just know she's in heaven. She is fine. Her soul is fine. She's in heaven. But I did the pendulum, and it also told me, no, she's not here. She's no longer living. But I also got what we called, this is pendulum will sway this way for no, okay? And it might do something, it might be different for someone else. Now, it also went up and moved. I'm wondering if her body is moving around in a creek. It could just be her arm moving around. It just could be her. If it's not a fast movement, it could just be her arm moving around in a creek. It's chilling, and I don't like doing these type of readings. I don't. And so this will definitely be my final one. I just can't do this anymore. I can't do this one anymore because it takes a lot out of you, and I've gotten just the cold air and chills, and I'm not going to do this one anymore. So this is not something that this is just too much. I love her, and she's just beautiful, beautiful girl. And it's very sad, but she is okay. Her soul. So, yeah, I feel like one of her ancestors is really trying to tell me something, like this. She's going to be found, or she wants to be found. Her body wants to be found. I just really feel that because I've done some other You know, I've never worked on cases before. That's something I never really had an interest in doing, and I don't, probably won't. I may not do another one. So, just because it's chilling. Or it was this time. Like yesterday, I did a little bit of tarot, and it wasn't so much. Today, I got really strong vibes and a lot of chills, and then the air started getting cold, and I just am just like, this is it. This is enough for this, you know. So, if you have any questions, I'll try to answer them, but I will not be doing this one anymore. But yeah, so, but I would, you know, if law enforcement or TBI or FBI or anyone sees this, you know, I don't think they often follow psychic leads. I'm going with that she's no longer living, and to check near creeks, lakes, things like that. Because originally, yesterday, I was thinking she was maybe in the woods or near a creek, possibly in a creek or lake or something. Today, she is in water. So she is in water, and that's what I'm feeling and I'm picking up on. So I hope I'm wrong. I hope that Evelyn is alive. Oh my goodness, I hope she is. But I mean, I did my reading, and it is just the one today especially, and then doing the other two with the dad, it just, you know, I'm being told, you know, this is just a really, you know, Evelyn has a really strong spirit. You know, and because this was a complicated case, I was doing a lot of cards yesterday, and I was picking up on all kinds of stuff. It was hard to do a reading because there's so many people involved, and I try to focus more on Evelyn today, and I think that's why it got me so much more, because the sweet baby is trying to talk to me, and you know, she hasn't had anyone to speak for herself, so, you know, it is something, you know. So it broke my heart, and you know, that she hasn't really had, you know, many people to really care for her. You know, so, you know, I've done a reading for like all of her family, and I just found them, you know, a lot of them to be bad people. Some of them are caring, some of them aren't at all. Very self-entitled, narcissistic. I see that a lot with the mom, but I also see that with the boyfriend. The dad I see with a lot of anger issues, but he has a heart. The mom and the boyfriend are just really not much, and I want to say the boyfriend's not involved, because when I was asking the questions during the reading, I didn't get anything to let me see that he was involved in this. So I would think I would get something, you know, to let me know. But I did get cards that indicate that the mother is 100% involved. Okay, so there's a possibility that someone else could be involved as well. I don't know that. What I'm picking up on is you know, I can't pick up on everything, but this little soul is in heaven. This little soul, she was trying to reach out to me, and possibly her ancestors were trying to reach out to me and let me know that. So that's basically all the information I can give you, and you know, it you know, when thinking about all the people, you know, that should have been involved or should have been caring for this child, and you know, it just breaks my heart. So, but anyway, so I did my pendulum, and you know, that's some other information I got, and I don't want to talk about the other part because I get, you know, when I started talking about it, I get really bad chills. So anyway, I'll end with that. And if you have any questions, I'll try to answer them.